If you always feel like you're getting shot from behind, or in fights you're getting shot from angles where you don't even see the player, then you most likely need to work on your awareness. So in this video we'll be going into a reload game, and I'll show you different situations where you can work on your awareness, how you can make it better, how you can always see the other player first, which helps a lot because then you can engage in the fights first, you can shoot them first, you can get their first initial damage. Just a lot easier to win the fight if you see the other player first. Also in fights you need to keep track of them, make sure you always see them so you can get good damage on them and block their shots. Before we get into the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe and use creator code Philip in the item shop, and let's get right into the reload game. So the first part of map awareness already starts with your drop spot. So you want to choose a drop spot. I'm in reload right now. I'm just going to go tilted. But you want to choose a drop spot that you know the surroundings of. So if you land, for example, I don't know, on this part right here, then you know people are probably going to come from Lazy Labs or from Retail Row after. So you can already be more careful when you're looking in those directions. So already think about where people can rotate from when you're landing at your spot. Number 2 is when you're gliding. So in reload you open your glider later, but in a normal game you wanna, when you're gliding, you wanna look around and see the other people around you. So now when I land, I wanna take a quick look around. Now I see this guy's right next to me right here, so I can kill him. Then I wanna look over here, there's another one, maybe I can shoot him out there. So you already wanna be looking around right after you drop, and ideally also when you're gliding. So you just have a bit of an overview, you see where guns are, you can immediately land on a chest or a gun that you see, and then you will know where people are so you don't get surprised by someone next to you. Now when you're looting and you're in a house and you don't have a lot of visual cues to go on, you want to listen to your audio. So you want to listen where you hear shots, what direction they're coming from. So later when you're done looting, you know that someone's going to be in that direction or in that house. Now I know someone's going to be in here. Try to sneak up to him. Maybe we can get an easy shot on him once he comes out right there. And now we get his shotgun. Just because we had the advantage going in. Because I knew he was there, he didn't know I was coming, of course I was sneaky. And then I can get easy shots right there. Now we see the next guy right here. We know there's some people to our right too, so we want to be careful from that side. Now this guy's basically one shot. Want to get the kill quick, but we do know other people are right here. Good, we got the kill. Always make some space, so in case you do get surprised, you have space to move around in. After you get a kill, always make a box. Now we hear there's shots over here. We saw they're coming from right there. Maybe we can shoot them down. Nope. Throw him off with the rocket so he doesn't see me. Now we can try to grapple up to him. Now he's running, we want to be careful. And we got him. Now I already heard the next people over there, so that's going to be the next thing I want to go for. And always make sure you're aware of the windows, you're aware of your surroundings, so if there's any mountains nearby you can hide under, especially when you're rotating in mid-game in normal games. In reload it's not that important. In normal games, this guy can't build. Next guy already over there. Gonna use this ledge for cover. Number 1. Second guy's white. Careful for the window. What makes it a lot easier to see people while you're fighting is of course always looking at them and also being the person that's pushing. Because if I'm pushing him, I have to go directly towards him. So I'm really focused on what he's doing. So right there I was just focused on where is he running and looking straight at him so I can get him. So always try to be the person pushing. And what also helps is playing high ground. Because on high ground you have the better overview, you see what he's doing. If you're on low ground, it can easily happen that you don't know where he is and he just jumps into you and gets an easy kill. But if you're on high ground, it's unlikely that he's just going to sneak up without you noticing. So try to play high ground to get that advantage in a fight. Now we know someone's in here, we want to be safe. Try to see where he is. He's just walking around here, throw a rocket in there. Again, he wasn't listening to sound cues. He was just looking at his chest, whatever, and then he already got 115 damage. Nothing he can do. And now always when you're running in an open field like that, yeah, exactly, that guy that I heard before, Always when you're in an open field like that, look around. And just practice just 180ing and just throwing up walls. You want to be really quick at turning around and then quickly throwing up some builds. That's important too. Maybe we can get a shot in there. Okay, no, he's pushing. Easy kills, saw them third party and then went for the rocket. Now I'm in the open again, I want to be looking around. Now I hear the shot comes from there, so I'm gonna go push this guy. He did hit the shot, unfortunately. Always when you're healing, you're looking at one guy. Make sure you do a quick 360 to look at others. Always have your head on a swivel. Now we don't know where he is, so we want to be really safe. So we want to try to get all the builds. So we figure out what he's doing. I think he went out here. Okay, no, he's still below. Never rush in without knowing where he is. Always take your time if you don't know where the enemy is. One thing that makes it easier too is if you're first of all in zone, there's probably not going to be anyone close to you if you're rotating really late in zone, or if you have the zone behind you. Because now I know there's probably not going to be anyone there. First of all, I killed everyone right there, and second of all, zone's going to be there. So why should anyone be there? Always try to jump, look around. Never tunnel vision, never look straight. Now we saw the guy up there, probably going to push him because he has a pretty good position up there. I think he needs to come to me anyways to zone. And always go towards the outside first. So I'm going to push this guy on the left instead of running through the middle to push that guy. Because then if I go through the middle, this guy's going to be behind me. But if I kill this guy, which is weak, and there's a guy, then that guy that's shooting me right now can't really push me. Because he's still all the way back there. Now I just got that kill and nothing's going to happen. That's how you can prevent third parties as well. Now we just need to be careful for that third guy. But now it's a 1v1. Now I'm just going to stay on high ground. As we know, makes it easier. I'm going to wait till I see that last guy. Hit him for 50. Doesn't look like the best player. Got him full box. And dead. And yeah, that's how you can get easy win without even dying in reload. Of course, normal games it's a bit different with rotating more. So be careful if you're on a mountain, for example. You can use that to your advantage for high ground. Or if you're below a mountain, you can use that to cover the mountain. Always make sure you're looking around and have an eye on your sidelines where people can see you from. So you always have some natural cover. Makes it way easier. Nice little 21 kill win. If you have any questions about awareness or anything else, let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.